Guys, this is just a quick video to introduce a few new features that we're launching today. So the first one is the most requested feature here, which is option to submit reviews to other platforms first, then import into Endorsal. We've also got this one, ability to have multiple Google My Business and Facebook locations per property, and then we have create more than one EndoForm per property. So all three of these features are linked, which is why they're being launched together. And I shall show you now how they work. So this is the screen that you're probably used to when you go to the EndoForms page. Obviously that's when you've just got the one form to edit. Now that you can add multiple, if you go to EndoForms you actually get a list. So by default you'll have this basic form which is created once you set up the property. That one can't be deleted, but obviously you can edit it and duplicate it if necessary. So let's create a new form, and I can show you the new features we have. From form. So you've got two objectives here that you can choose from. So the gather general feedback is the sort of default EndoForm that you can create, and obviously that has the perks that you're familiar with. You can pre-fill it with customer data, offer incentivized review requests, and then provide the customers with the option to post the review on other platforms at the end. That's obviously great, you know, if that's your goal, is to just gather general feedback to display on your website with the option to share to platforms. But if you want to really boost your Google and Facebook reviews, then this is the option you need to choose. So basically that will skip the form itself and just show the Google and Facebook links. Thereby it obviously removes hurdles for the customer. They can head straight to those platforms, leave their review, and then the beauty of Endorsal is that it will pull those reviews through, so they'll be available on your system to display wherever you like. And at the moment we support Google and Facebook, but things like Yelp and other platforms are coming soon. Basically any platform that has an API we can connect to can be added to this. So yeah, that's a big priority, is to start adding more and more platforms. Head over to the roadmap and upvote the ones that you want to see, and then we can obviously prioritize those. Another good feature of this is that you can gather feedback for negative reviews. So instead of pushing everything to Facebook and Google, we give the option to gather a bit of feedback before they do that and hopefully prevent negative reviews. Let me show you how this works. So you create the form, and then you'll see here it looks obviously very different to the traditional EndoForm. So let's just view that in its default state. So basically they get this star rating on the initial page view. There's logic there which dictates which screen they see afterwards. So if you give it a 5-star review, you'll go straight to the Facebook and Google buttons. But if we refresh that and give it a 2-star review, we get this feedback form instead. We do still get the Google and Facebook buttons at the bottom here, and that's basically Google especially are sort of hot on review gating at the moment, and we're trying to do everything we can to sort of avoid falling out with them in that respect. So the idea here is that yes, we can gather feedback from the customer, but we still need to give them the option to post the review. So the buttons are here, but they're far less visible, far less, you know, sort of pronounced. So yeah, the idea here is that we'll prevent negative reviews from getting to these platforms, but still give them the option if that's what they want to do. Yeah, so that's kind of how things are going with Google. So we need to sort of stick to their guidelines, really. The beauty of this, though, is that we can pre-fill a lot of this information with superlinks again. So if you do pass a name, an email into this, it'll auto-populate those fields, so all they have to do is fill out the feedback. Another cool thing is if we pass in a rating, so if you've got an email template set up and they can choose a star rating in that, we can basically pass the rating through and it will skip the initial star rating page and take you straight to the correct destination. So yeah, you can still use these with superlinks, and it has its own usage there. Apart from just pre-filling the data, it can also direct you to where you want to go. So let me just show you, if we've got 2 in there, it'll take you straight to the feedback form. So yeah, that's hopefully going to be a really powerful system that people can use to sort of boost their Google and Facebook reviews. And obviously it's a major feature request that's been kind of a long time in the making, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what people do with that, and hearing how well it all converts. So on this screen you've basically got the similar sort of settings that you have on a traditional EndoForm, so you can edit all the text, you can add your own links here, so you need to replace that with your page names and your location link. You can adjust the threshold for when you want to show the feedback form. Again, you can edit the text on that form, change the length of the feedback, and again, as with the default EndoForms, you can add localizations and translate all of the text to whatever language you like. Let's try French. It'll come up with these sort of default translations which you can then edit if need be. So yeah, that's how that works. Obviously that's the 2 features I mentioned. Create more than one EndoForm per property and submit reviews to other platforms first, then import into Endorsal. Another cool thing here is that you can duplicate forms. So if you've got 10 different Google locations and you want to add a different URL to each form, you can just duplicate that and then head into the new one, change the name, and then obviously edit the URLs that they link to. So that saves you a lot of work. All the translations are copied over too. So yeah, that's great. And then obviously now when you create a super link, you have to choose which form you want the link to head to. So let's do form 2 link. So first of all you have to choose your form. So that will basically create a link especially for that. Again, it's showing you the sort of pre-filling nature of it, that you can send them straight to the buttons. So the other feature I wanted to show you was the ability to have multiple Google and Facebook locations per property. So if you head to the import from Google or import from Facebook page, you can now select multiple locations, so you can choose as many as you like. Obviously a lot of people may have loads of these different locations, so you save that and then it will pull through all reviews for each location, and you'll see each one is tagged with the location that it's from. So let me just import those. That'll take a couple of minutes usually, but they should start to come through fairly quick. Yeah, so the first few are coming through here. Now you can see Now you can see that there's a tag automatically added for the location, so that will be added to any and each location that you do. Same with Facebook. And the beauty now is that you can create widgets based on these sort of location tags. So I'll show you that quickly. Let's just call this Endorsal location, multiple, and then here you'll see under testimonial source you have a new option, import source, so you can select that Google location, and as you can see there are 61 testimonials linked to that location. Obviously you can set the rest of the form, create that widget, and then wherever you embed this code, it will just show reviews from that location now. So yeah, once you've set up all the locations in Google and Facebook, they'll start importing and being auto-tagged to those. So you can create as many widgets as you like, obviously separate by location. So yeah, that's the 3 features all added now. So there's this one, ability to have multiple Google My Business and Facebook locations and create more than one EndoForm. So those are all added. The next big feature I'm working on is this one, auto post testimonials to your social accounts. And then obviously the sort of next most popular ones will come in time. So yeah, if you have any questions or feedback on any of these features, please let me know, and have a great day. Thank you very much.